Szewczaks. It's me, Maja Szewczak, and welcome to another Idea Sunday. Today, we'll be working with this piece of wire, this candle melt bead, and this other bead. Hello! Welcome to Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak. I've been thinking about what to change the balloon dog to, and I've started to draw ideas for the shape that I want to change. I do like the balloon dog, but I could try something else on the same bead, like a different shape of wax seal, although it's just a plastic bead that looks like a wax stamp. Let me show you it now. I was looking at this thing. The first thing that came to mind while thinking about this was a ladybug. I've already been there, so Idea Sunday is more about trying new things at times. And I hadn't done a turtle Idea Sunday yet, so decided to not think about a ladybug thing, but think of turtles. And while thinking about how much legs and the tail and the head thing was on this already, it would have worked better. This being the head, these being legs, and this being the tail of a turtle. So I've also decided to use this bead for the head. However, I would have had to bend the wire differently. But the joint skeleton is already there, but there's no body yet. Because the wire is the equivalent of bones. In that case, that allows them to move. Since that composition already had that, then I've posed it like this to make sure I do a turtle. And all my ideas would be turtles. Just the stamp thing that will be the shell of the turtle would look different in each one. Just started with a water design on the stamp with a drop of water, then I added leaves to the drawing, and I'll show you where I referenced this from. The idea for the melt stamp shell for the turtle came from this drawing on an actual melt stamp type of, like it was a stamp for it, so you can stamp the texture onto wax type of thing. I saw it on Pinterest and I really like those details. And I was thinking and thinking and thinking about this. Should I do it? Should I do it? 'Cause that's just beautiful. Because I looked at candle wax stamps on Pinterest just so I could get some inspiration to change the balloon dog into something else. However, I did use the idea. And I've decided that I wanted a water drop, flowers, and this design on the turtle. So I'm going to use that idea and execute it in the video while editing the segment into the video, and I was waiting for the export. I've decided to unbend the swirls because that will be where the head will be, and don't think it should be like this. And I'll leave that for the bead. Just going to bend it. This one will be for the head and this for the bead. Okay. So now I think I need more beads for the turtle. So we're going to add them in as well as the one that I've planned. So I'm testing different sizes. I think I'll take this one off it. That's better. Now I'm going to bend it. Well, too short of a wire. Maybe I'll get something smaller. Okay, with this, let's try. And I'll bend it. That's done with the head of this thing. Now I'm going to check on the shell. Still not opaque, even though I did a double layer. At least it's opaque on the smaller detailing, but this needs more in order to become more opaque. So I'm okay with a double layer on that, but this could use a triple layer. Much better. Just needs to dry. The body. I was going to make the legs and the tail all pink, but the head had pink detailing and it's a black bead, so I wanted the body to match the head. And that's why I've chose black beads with pink ends. And honestly, it looks like a spider, but we're making a turtle. Although this still needs a bit of work, the shell, but if I put it on, this will be just a sample. It will look like a turtle with it, because without it, it looks like a spider without it. However, I want to, on the black background, add some more pink to match the pink detail level on the head. So I'll just set that aside and glitter up the body. I'm just going to use this page for the glitter and this glitter glue for the body. However, I will need to mix acrylic glue into it. I'm doing it on pages now because that helps me not waste any mixture at all. So, and it's working really well because it creates less mess and less waste of materials. So now we're going to dab it on with the glitter glue. We're going to scrape it and add it on and mix, mix, mix. So I could get it on the turtle body. The pink glitter. Ooh, I really like the glittery details on the black background, especially pink glittery. Like bright pink glittery on a black background. So I'm also going to put some of it on the head, so everything is balanced. The way I want it. And now I'm going to let that dry. I thought about this after the glue has dried. Colored the closed wires with a black marker. It looks robotic. I don't want the turtle to look like a robot, but it looks robotic. Still, I can fix that with white acrylic paint. At least a base to start with. So I'm going to have white acrylic paint. And acrylic gluey mixture so it stays on. So we're going to mix the mixture. And once that's mixed, we're going to gather it into a pile of paint. And we're going to paint on the eyes. And the mouth. And that has to dry. And I'm going to fix up a drawing with paint. During the drying time, I've added some more pink glitter and mostly to the transition between the black and the pink to make the pink translucent parts look like they have sense in this creature. Although it looks like a robotic spider right now, but once I add in the turtle shell, it will automatically transform into a turtle. But now I'm going to work on the eyes. The irises will be bluey. Considering the blue details on the shell, that's going to look like a candle wax stamp. But that's for later. We're just working on this, the body, and then we'll work on the shell. So I'm going to glue on the sequins to make blue eyes. Okay, I'm going to get them out. So okay, so I'm applying it on this. My book that helps me have mess-free experiences with my dollhouse items. So carefully picking them. Very carefully. They're a bit big for the eyes, but okay. Hopefully this will look good in the end. Wow. It has to dry again. However, I still need to put the pupils in the eyes. They will be black pupils. Well, I was going for black pupils until I find the purple gems. Maybe I'm just going to pick the smallest ones that I have. I'm going to use those dark purple ones. They work so well. I'm just going to use a black marker over them to darken the color. Okay. Is the color darkened? Yes! Just a little bit more. Okay, time to glue them onto the eyes, those pupils after the blue irises. And you go. And you. Okay. That has to dry, although here I would fix the eye whites with a bit of white paint. Just a dot of it. Just very carefully apply it because it's only this tiny dot needing to be fixed. Yes, that's way better. That needs to dry, although there's this thing there, but I could just go over it with a black marker. Okay, the longest wire was too short for this bead, so I had to string on longer wire, and now it will start to turn from spider to turtle very soon. Just with the applying of a shell for the turtle get ready in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it turned into a turtle. Already looking better. However, I now have to close all the wire. So it stays a turtle, and if I want the turtle to close, I can just pose it like this. However, you do want to make sure of the angles whenever you're photographing this. However, it works as a turtle. However, the inside, I would work on the shell just a bit more. I'm going to use the velvet fabric and glue it on. I've cut some holes in this piece of fabric. I'm going to put it on the turtle. I'm going to stitch around it. Much better. And yet we have a poseable doll-house turtle. That really works. That's good, however, we still need to work on the shell of the turtle. Okay, let's change the shape of the turtle shell. We're going to add some beads. We're going to turn this into a water splash, which will require a bit of beads. Just trying to work it out. And maybe more likely the sequence would be required for this. Step to work. So I could build up the splash, the water splash. Now I need smaller beads for the water splash. Okay. So we're going to get on longer beads. The camera doesn't want to focus on it for some reason. Okay, we need to now use Pearl Effect paint before proceeding to the color changing glue. I'm just going for a very pastel purple base so it matches the other parts of the shell. We're just mixing it. Hopefully it will build up like this for now. And we need these beads to build up the water splash. And that needs to dry. This needs to dry. Hopefully it will look good in the end, especially after Elmer's gluey paint job to come later. Okay, this has dried. I want to smoothen the texture. However, I want it to be with the blue to purple sun color change element in it. So I'm going to mix the paint. The gluey and Elmer's gluey paint like the Ecor gluey and the Elmer's gluey mixture. We're going to apply it. Okay, so let's mix the glue and apply the mixture. That's what we've got. It does have to dry, but what about this part of the shell? Okay, that has to dry. It looks like a water splash. Now even more. It's sunny outside, so I'm going outside to test the color change. My dad is planning to build a balcony there, but that's like the area where I will show you the sun color change. It turns purple. And same with the cloudy lagoon, that's blue, but it turns purple in the sun. And that's my painting of it in the book. Kind of like a drawing painting with all of these foldable things in the scrapbook. This didn't get sun exposure, so it was blue, but it's now getting it and turning purple. This isn't finished, but it's a good place to check the sun color change and how it works. And the turtle is getting it. Let me switch to photo for the before and after. And before concluding this video, I know testing the translucency with LED lights is the translucent Monday thing, but I'm very curious about those translucent legs, how they would work with them. So I'm considering this before concluding the video, because just to ease curiosity. Okay, so let's see it on the legs. Looks like this. So she has light up legs and a little bit on the tail. Okay, that's good. Just wanted to see how it will look like, just purely out of curiosity. The curiosity has been eased. So Chef Jax, what do you think of the cherry gliding lagoon turtle that I've made using wire, a wax stamp bead, and the bead for the head. Please tell me in the comments. And oh wow, the backdrop of my book works really well for this turtle. But anyways, bye Szewczak, see you in another video, bye.